Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to use check. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
I got you. One, Omaha. Hey, switch gears. 21. Hey, gun. Lock.
They'll run it with Coleman. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
7-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain.
Not much there, only a yard.
Second and goal. At the
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And it drops down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. DJ Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here we go. 13. 13. 20. I got one.
Here's Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mostert, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4-yard loss on the play.
Mostert
At the 9-yard line.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
The ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Mostert. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Go ahead. Check 3.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and very short, Garoppolo. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check 6, go. I got you. On me. Flag. Check 25.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits?
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's second down.
2nd and 20. Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 20. Kill. 21. Watch out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Kill. Hey, watch this.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
They begin the drive with Williams. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The tackle by...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First down, Kansas
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
3rd and long.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to, and he's going to go down again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 44 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
56. Watch it. Yellow. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check it back.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.